Io, ma non è.
We are in Sweden.
Yay!
Previously on La Felicita, we had an epic 6-week road trip through Norway, where we started during the summer in the south, saw glaciers, beautiful fjords, and more breathtaking nature. Far north from the Arctic Circle, we were totally taken away by the Lofoten Islands and actually saw northern lights. So before we go to Sweden, we have to do a few things. First, we go to the supermarket. Norway is known for its blueberries, but Zimbabwe, Peru, Portugal. Fill up our gas tank. I'm wearing my hat, so it's a bad hair day, so we need to take a shower.
Yeah, it's about time. Download some maps.
And we need to check the weather. And that was it actually. Now it was time to say goodbye to Norway.
So after 2 months of only driving north, this is going to be the first time where we're actually going to go south again, because the route to Alta is actually going further north and the one to Narvik and Kiruna is going south, and we're going to take that one.
Going downhill! Bye bye Norway, hello Sverige. We are in Sweden.
Yay! First stop for us in Sweden was the Abisko National Park, with many well-maintained day hike routes and the longer Kungsleden Trail. We visited an old reconstructed Sami village. Sami are indigenous peoples living in northern countries. They travel a lot with their reindeer herds from north to south, following warmer weather. But sometimes they do build huts to store belongings that they don't need depending on the season, like thick winter coats and snow gear. Sami are deeply connected with nature. They only take from nature what they need, never more. I think we can learn a lot from their lifestyle.
Yoo-hoo!
Ooh! The national park was a great start, but now more about our mission. So we are in Sweden, and as you probably know, there are supposed to be a lot of mooses in Sweden, but we are wondering because there are no signs, and normally you see a lot of signs. Yeah, so now we're wondering if we just can't find them and if they're all around the area and that's why they don't have a sign or signs here, or if they're just not in this region. So, well, our goal in Sweden is definitely to find some mooses, or one moose. That would be fine as well. So this is our new spot. Ooh.
After countless signs in Norway, we finally saw one in Sweden.
So that's the first moose sign we are seeing here in Sweden, and we really want to see a real moose here in this country because the signs are everywhere and we want to find a real moose.
So I've read that moose comes out during when the sun is setting or rising, so that's the best chance to see a moose. You're supposed to drive slowly on the road and just look left and right, and especially if there are some open fields you might have a chance to see one. So we're driving around at 60, but maybe the road is a bit big and busy.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep looking.
Yeah. So I'm driving and you are on moose watch.
All right.
Actually, we're not going to get so far today because our gas is very low. So next stop, gas station.
Yes.
Instead of moose. But then we actually ran out of fuel and the engine stopped. Thankfully we had some extra fuel with us and a Swedish guy helped us to restart the engine. Hey! Last time we spoke it was still bright outside and we said we needed some gas. Now it's dark. That's because we ran out of gas.
And we're like stopping in the like there was no
one,
really
1.5 kilometers before the gas station.
yeah.
And the Swedish guy, yeah, he gave us a hand. We should have given him a present, but kind of works at the Kiruna something where they mine for iron. Yeah, I'm a miner.
Oh god. Okay.
Ah shit, oh, it's on the other side.
Oh, Marianne.
Oh man. So the learning of the day, that the car says on your fuel level on R reserve, this actually means empty. And also it's always good to have some extra fuel with you. After this stressful evening, we drove to a nearby parking and turned in for the night. The next morning revealed a beautiful sunrise, perfect for an early walk, and I reckoned at this time and away from the highway, the chances of seeing wildlife would be a bit higher. But I wasn't lucky. Still, I had a great morning walk. So we're at the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
That means we are officially leaving the north.
Yeah, because the Arctic Third Circle is the most southern latitude where you can see the midnight sun.
Yeah.
And that's what defines the Arctic.
Yes.
I guess, yeah. And because it's getting colder here in Sweden, it's like, I don't know, 5 degrees, even less. So the ground is already starting to freeze at night, and you can actually see like that the weather changed, and it feels like winter has started here now and fall is gone. So that's why we need to go south as soon as possible.
So Greece or Spain or Portugal
Or Italy.
or Italy, here we come. One small update about the moose Well, it's not a moose hunt. Moose search. We don't want to hunt it. No sign of any moose. Yeah, well, have you seen some?
Passing more signs, we drove on, and suddenly this.
Closed.
Can you see it?
Oi.
Oh!
Oh no, that's a bird.
With the moose farm closed, we had a look from above. Hard to see, but there were several moose between the trees. So there were some moose, but I think they were sleeping. They were all on the floor.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, and by the way, at every parking spot there's a lot of litter. So Swedish people or people visiting Sweden, I thought you liked the nature, so keep it tidy. Not really being successful so far with seeing wild moose, and the feeling that seeing them on a farm is kind of cheating, we drove on and made a quick stop at a supermarket. And the best about Swedish supermarkets.
Occasionally, we at least saw some reindeer along the road. Being close to Finland, we thought we might have better luck there to see a moose. But first, due to the coronavirus, we had to check if we could actually get in.
So over there across the river, that's Finland. In 200 meters. Well, that's where we are in Övertorneå. And you see here's a crossing point, and then there's the river between Sweden and Finland. It goes alongside the entire border. So yes, there are border controls and every car's being stopped. We are not allowed to cross it. Finland is letting no one in for touristic purposes. And the same situation in Haparanda, the next possible crossing point. Well, I guess we just stay in Sverige.
Next time on La Felicita, we have to abandon the moose search as we wake up to a suddenly arriving winter with a lot of snow and freezing temperatures. And we have a beautiful day in the Skuleskogen National Park.
Ui!